Have you ever wanted to understand a particular concept from the Bible, but don't know where to go because there's not one passage that thoroughly talks about it? We're going to discuss that in this video. This video is a part of a larger series of videos called Virtual Coach. If you go to our YouTube channel, Bethel Pittsburgh, and go under playlists, you'll find a playlist called Virtual Coach. In there, you'll notice the titles of the videos will say Virtual Coach and then a category. This is under Bible study, topical study. And the way you go about a topical study is what we've been doing. You take a document or a notebook and you write what you're going to study. We're doing angels, and you're going to write out the words that you should look for because you're going to utilize a concordance. You can go to BibleGateway.com and you can type in a keyword search, and you can find everywhere that word is mentioned. The problem is it's only going to bring up the verses that use that specific words. That's why you need to use some different words. There are other ways around that with sites like Open Bible search engine. Can give you a topical search, but the downside is you're not going to be as thorough. So I'm doing it this way to give us a more thorough study. And we're currently working on the word angel, which I have that noted here. It's the word we're currently on. We're close to finishing this word, which will be the word that has the most verses to look at. So we'll start moving faster through these other words that will be mentioned less frequently. And as I'm working through, I'm keeping notes of the different ideas around angels. And because I'm doing it in segments, at times I'll forget that I have it. So there may be some copies that once we get everything, I'll go back through and merge things together and then start to create an outline. So we are, again, still at the word angel, and we've left off. This is another thing you want to do because you likely will be doing it in segments. Left off in Bible Gateway at angel at Revelation 14:6. So we're going to pick up there, do another 10 minutes of this study. So Revelation 14:6 is where we leave off. And I saw another angel flying directly overhead with an eternal gospel to proclaim. This one is similar to something we noted last time. There are some specifics in a lengthy passage regarding angels' activity. So I'm going to note that we're in Revelation 7 or 14:6, carrying through to 8, 9, 10, and then move over to this next tab here. 14 or 15, 17, 18, 19, and probably 15:1 as well. 7 angels with 7 plagues. Yeah, same thing from 15:1, 15:6, 15:8. Because what I'll do is, right now we're just trying to get the information, so I'll look into those a little more deeper at some point, and that's why I have looked into further in some of these sections. So same thing up to chapter 16. Just their activity, their involvement in carrying out God's wrath is basically what's happening here. Now, like I've said in previous videos, the extent of your Bible knowledge is going to affect whether or not you can just look at a phrase like this and realize what's going on, or mostly what's going on. And the less Bible knowledge you have, the more you might be required to just looking at the whole context to get it. At some point, you may have to do that anyway, which is why I have to look into further section. Same thing. This is still them in chapter 17, involved in the wrath of God being poured out, even into chapter 18. Maybe. Yeah, even into chapter 18, chapter 19, even chapter 20. This would be more in the blessings coming, the rewards. But you can see that they're actively involved in what's taking place in the world. And this is carried through all the way to 22:6. 22:6. A description of angels' involvement in human activity. And again, I'm going to put in bold, look into further, just really more detail out those Another reason why leaving that to the end is helpful is you can kind of get your outline together, go to those passages that you need to really just kind of dive into, and likely they're going to fit in categories you already have as supporting verses to those ideas. So it'll just be easier to mold it into that. So we've finished angels. Now we're going to go into the next word. So I'm going to come up here and done with angels. So what I actually probably could do is just say, I could just say word currently on, and then words looked for. So I'm no longer currently on angel. I'm going to be on messenger. So I've completed. And the reason why I want to keep track of the ones I've done is because in case I think of another word later and think, oh, angel, well, I haven't looked for that. Oh, I did. I looked for it here. Okay, so I keep track of that there. That messenger up here, so I can remove messenger from words to still look for, leaving me with seraphim, cherubim, which really won't be mentioned much. I've mentioned demon, spirit, Satan, Lucifer, devil, enemy, because they are fallen angels, so they'll still be a part of the category of the study of angels. All right, so now I'm going into messenger. Messenger will be a lot faster, like I said, because angels are mentioned. Goodness, angels are mentioned 282 times. Not as much as I thought. 282 times, where messengers mentioned 112, so more than half, less than half as much. And messengers often used for things that are not angel related. And so we're going to see if that is the case here. But it is sometimes angel related. Jacob sent messengers before him to Esau. It's not angels. Messengers returned. Moses sent messengers, same thing. Israel sent messengers. Messengers to Balaam, same thing. Messengers. So I sent messengers. See, most of the time it's going to be human messengers. But I'm pretty sure that the messenger is used at times for angels, so we're going to see if we get any of those. Hid the messengers, whom Joshua, yeah, that's true. So Joshua sent messengers, and he sent messengers. Gideon sent messengers. He sent messengers. Jephthah, again, looks like... and this is during military campaigns and political endeavors is what's going on here. Messengers. None of these are angels. And of Saul, yeah, same kind of thing. So I'm pretty sure might only be a word or two, a verse or two in the New Testament that's speaking of messengers as being angels. So like I said, we're going to very quickly move through this word. Saul sending messengers, same thing. Messenger came to Saul. Yeah, same thing. Abigail and messengers. Abigail here. Yeah, same thing. David sent messengers. Realizing how many times messengers are used for humans in the Bible, pretty often, and especially in the Old Testament, it seems, when you got warfare and political things going on. We should be close to getting out of that section. Absalom, yeah. Maybe not. We probably have to get past Chronicles to get there. So just skimming along here. So this is actually a new discovery for me. I'm actually surprised that messenger seems to have never been used in the Old Testament for angels. Yeah, I think that's still political messengers. It's possible in the skimming that I'm missing one, but I don't think so. I think that messengers pretty much used by their human messengers. We still have Chronicles to get through. Yeah. We're getting close. Now we're in Chronicles. David's messengers, Syrians, summoned Micaiah. We're in 2nd Chronicles now. I think we're close. The Lord, the God of their fathers, sent persistently to them by his messengers. Oh, and this is referring to prophets as messengers. So now there's another way we see this being used. Yeah, same thing. Oh my goodness, it's going to be in Psalms too. The Old Testament uses it a lot, it seems. Now, this one is interesting. I want to note that. Psalm 104:4. Messenger may be angel here. And I'm going to need to look into further. Okay. We're in Proverbs. And that's the same kind of thing. We're in Ecclesiastes. Same kind of thing. Same thing in Isaiah. Boy, it is used throughout the Old Testament. Ambassadors to messengers, same kind of thing. King and messengers. You're looking for key words that are showing Hezekiah that it's likely political messengers. Jeremiah's even using it. Ezekiel using it. It's used a ton. And we've reached 10 minutes, but I'm just going to try to see if I can get out of the Old Testament for now. Maybe not. And I will burn your tears. I will cut off the prey from the earth and the voice of your messengers. Okay. The messenger of the Lord. Oh, Haggai is the messenger of the Lord. Okay. See, that's, again, it's using messenger for prophet in this instance. He is the messenger. Same thing with Malachi. Okay. All right. So we're going to stop at here. And what I'm going to note is that I'm on Matthew. You see how fast we went through that word. We're already into the New Testament. And we only spent a few minutes on it this time. So left off in Bible Gateway, messenger at Matthew 11:1. Is it 11:1? Yeah, 11:1. And note, we can look and see how many more times we have left. It's mentioned in Matthew twice. There's only 12 times it's mentioned. So we'll be pretty quickly done with this in the next video, and we'll be on to seraphim, cherubim, which also won't be used very frequently, and then we'll get into these words. So we're close to accumulating the verses we're trying to accumulate, and then we will move into organizing the outline and being able to see. It's the latter stages that moves a lot faster, and we'll be able to see what does the Bible say angels are and what they do. If you have any questions on that, please leave that in the comments below. I'd be glad to answer them. Or if you would like to grow in your faith in person and you live in the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area, we would love for you to join us. We are Bethel Assembly of God at 2501 Staten Street. We meet Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. and Sundays at 10 a.m. Or if you can't join us in person, but you'd like to join us via live streaming, we stream our Sunday services live on our YouTube channel, Bethel Pittsburgh, Sundays at 10 a.m. We hope to see you at either place, but may God richly bless you.